We were joined recently on The Peaks Life by Tamarind Robinson. Tammi is a South African-born Australian who is currently exploring the world, sharing her passion of all things fitness. She is an incredible CrossFit athlete who's already competed in 3 CrossFit Games Regionals, 2014, 15 and 16. After a short break from competing, Tammi has returned to the competition floor and not only won, but dominated the women's RX category in the Battle of the Fittest in Bali on November 23rd and 24th. Tammi is also an incredible CrossFit coach who loves to educate people and help them be the best version of themselves they possibly can be. We talked to Tammi about what keeps her grounded, what she does for her personal wellness, her 3 top tips on health and fitness, and how she achieves results with her coaching clients. Since recording this podcast, Tammi has moved to Hong Kong to be closer to her partner Anne Haynes and can be found now at CrossFit Coastal Fitness Hong Kong. We are joined by Tammi Robinson. Tammi, welcome.
Woo! Thank you. Great to be here.
Great to be here.
Here in beautiful Bali, and we're right now at CrossFit Wanderlust, which is where you've been coaching. But let me just talk a bit about you for a second.
Go for it.
So let's see if I get it right.
I know.
Oh, it's always a challenge, right?
Born where?
South African born, right?
Yes.
South African born Australian. So you grew up in Australia for how many years, Tammi?
So I moved to Australia when I was about 12. And then stayed there till I was 19 going on 20, and that's when I moved away.
Cool. And then since then you've basically been a global traveller,
Yeah.
travelling all around. You spent a bunch of time in Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
And then you've been here in Bali, you've had
Yeah.
a couple of stints here in Bali, and you're about to go to Hong Kong, right?
I am, yes.
Because you found love.
I did. So
Just a
lame,
little
but so
excited.
true.
It's cool. It's beautiful.
Congratulations.
So given all that travel,
Yes.
and given that you've sort of lived in a lot of different places, worked a lot of places, give us some tips on how does Tammi stay grounded? What's your personal sort of wellness routine that keeps you grounded and keeps you where you need to be?
Gotcha. So, there's kind of like maybe 3 things, possibly 2, that I can think of that help whenever I move anywhere. Like I said to you guys when we chatted outside of this, I'm very open to change. I like change. I understand that it's part of growth, so that's how I guess I go into things with a very open mind.
Yeah.
The first thing is creating a really good support network.
Cool.
That's really like the first thing. That doesn't necessarily include only like parents and really close friends, because along the way or along my travels I met people that I've connected with instantly, and they become those people that support me no matter what.
Okay.
So I guess, support network. The second thing is routine. I am a creature of habit. I wish I wasn't sometimes, but it is just how it is. But I like to do the same thing day in and day out. I make sure I prioritize my sleep and my rest. I make sure that I get my training session done in the day because it just makes me feel good. I make sure that I'm on top of my nutrition. That's not to say I'm like a Nazi with it, but I do like to eat well, because when I do all those things combined, I feel good.
Yep.
I train well, life feels good, I'm happy, like I'm much more willing to give my time to other people and myself.
Yeah.
And saying that as well, me time is really good.
Yeah.
So those 3 things: support network, routine, and me time.
So the routine one,
Yes.
are you one of these, because we are, are you
Yes.
one of the AM, so hoping you are, you one of these like get out of bed and first thing in the morning you've got a routine, and then before you go to bed you've got a routine, everything is how you like it to be?
I could put it down on a checklist.
High five to routine!
It's crazy. I never used to be like this.
Yeah,
It's like over the years I've developed a routine that
But it
obviously,
works.
Like, but it works.
Yeah.
So you're happy to share Tammi's daily routine?
I can take you through it if you really want.
You can leave out the bathroom stuff.
Sure. I am a morning person, so I wake up relatively early, somewhere between 4:45 to 5. I don't know.
Cool.
Pretty early.
Yeah. So with that time, I give myself 45 minutes to an hour to get ready before I start training. So that would be, I have my breakfast that's pre-made the night before. I'll do my admin work, get back to emails. I'm like starting feeling productive, because then that kind of translates or carries through for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So I'll do a bit of admin work. I'll message Ant, because obviously that's I need to say good morning.
Commitment.
Yeah, commitment. And then after that, I pretty much get ready, pack my bags to go to the gym. I come in, I train, depending on what time I work. But generally, let's just say I start work at 8. I'll train from 6 till 8.
Yep.
And then work from 8 till 11 normally. Then I go home, chill out, decompress for a little bit. It's a very social job, so I need to have like maybe, even if it's just 20 minutes, to just chill out and not talk to anyone, not do anything, not be on my phone, whatever it might be. It could be in the sun, which is ideal. Then I'll jump back on, and because there's different time zones with the programming, I check if anyone's replied or if I need to reply to anyone else, a few emails that have come through. And then after that, I have my lunch, and I come back. I do my second session, which again is another like 2-hour block. Not to say I'm training for that whole time, but it's what time I allocate for it. Might include warm up, might be like mobility, could be just pure training. And then generally work from 4:30 to 6:30 or 7:30. Go home, have my dinner, again, pre-made, it's there. Check emails one more time, and then go call Ant, and that's like till the 9 p.m. cutoff. No matter where we are in our conversation.
The alarm goes off.
9 p.m. I am going. So I was like, you need to get everything in there. So yeah, pretty much like switch off from the world at 9 p.m. And then allow myself a bit of time to like just chill and get ready for bed. And that's it.
And so how much sleep do you get? What are you aiming for?
Generally speaking, I like minimum 7. If there's anything less than 7, I'm not a good person. No, I'm fine, but I think it's like even like mentally it plays on me. But 7.5 is like generally ideal. If I can get 8, that's perfect. So if I go from 9 till 5, happy days. But yeah, 7.5 to 8 is like the good routine.
And do you wake up without an alarm, or do you need an alarm to get you up?
I set an alarm. But the alarm is much later than what I would normally wake up. So that if I think naturally your body would give you the extra rest, you know what I mean? So my body clock wakes me up at the natural time, and then there's days maybe where I feel a bit more tired, and then because I have that alarm to get me up in time for work or training, I feel well rested, and I don't feel like I'm like, oh no, my alarm's about to go off. I've only had like 2 hours of sleep.
So one of the the things that we talk to people a lot about is sleep and getting enough sleep, but also going to bed at the time that suits you, having that regular routine, and then getting up at a set time, because your body does naturally adapt to that, and it will be quite happy waking you up without an alarm clock when you've had enough sleep. So,
Exactly.
And you feel good, right? So talking about feeling good, you're an amazing CrossFit athlete.
Thank you.
You've got the background of the CrossFit Regionals 3 years in a row, and then with Team Yaz from Abu Dhabi getting onto the podium, 3rd place in the CrossFit Games. And that must have been an amazing experience. And then you took that and you translated it all into coaching, and became an amazing coach. Where you have a real passion for helping people through health and fitness, and helping them be really a better version of themselves. So if you're talking to people around, through your coaching, who either are maybe just getting into sport, or they're just trying to do something for themselves to make themselves a bit better. So, we talked about you and what makes you well, but what are your top 3 tips for the people you're working with?
Okay, top 3 tips. It's hard to narrow it down.
It is narrowed to 3.
It's always hard to narrow it down.
Okay.
You can do more, it's okay.
It's okay. All right, I'll try and make it through.
You can buy a lifeline.
Tami's top 30. The first thing I ask people, especially when they come to me, is why they do something. So I think it's really, really important to have, it doesn't have to be the biggest why in the world, but like understanding why you're wanting to work towards a certain goal. So it might be for some people, obviously, it's like weight loss or muscle gain. For some people, it's mental health, like just feeling good. So knowing why you do something on those days where you're not feeling so great is awesome to look back at and be like, that's a reminder of why I'm here. I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to better myself. I'm here to put myself in a position where I can, have longevity and be able to play with my kids, whatever it might be. So that's the first thing. So the why. Second thing is probably enjoying the process and trusting the process. Those are maybe 2 and 3 combined. So number 2, something I encourage or actually make sure of is that, I was just like, I don't know how to put this, is that my clients enjoy the training. I don't want them to go into the gym and be like, oh, like I have to do this, or you know, like feel like it's like a blah thing to do. You have that at work, or most people have that at work. Not everyone gets to live the amazing lives that we have. But yeah, I want it to be, if it's an hour or 30 minutes or whatever, but I want that 30 minutes to an hour to be the most enjoyable part of their day. Like I want them to literally look forward to going to the gym. So enjoying it is the second thing.
Cool.
And yeah, trusting the process, just knowing that, you know, results don't just happen like this, and, you know, things take time and work, just like, you know, it takes time to build in a career or, you know, gain a certain skill, whatever it might be. So just, if they're working with someone, for example, a coach like me or you guys or whatever it might be, just understanding that that person has their best interest in heart, and they've got your back no matter what. So you just trust them and go with it, and it's going to be all good.
Yeah, it's a long game, right?
Yes, long game.
It's a long game. Play the long game.
Sustainability, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Right. And you know, just following on from that, you said that the second most important thing is to make sure they enjoy it.
Yeah.
So how do you make sure that your clients are really enjoying what they're doing?
I think it comes back to like knowing why they do it. Like a lot of people don't know why they're doing it, and they question while they're in there, like, why am I doing this to myself? But yeah, when people have more of like a, I guess, direction or purpose or understanding of why they're doing it, they'll definitely start to enjoy it more. And I'm definitely an advocate for giving people things they want to do. I'm not going to be like, hey Lynn, you hate rowing, I'm giving you rowing every day. Like, if you have a competitive goal of wanting to be a rower, or like wanting to be in a competition where rowing is an element, I'll be like, okay, I get it. I'm going to combine something you love and something you hate on the same day. So that way it's like, get that thing you really don't like, and then boom, passion, you love the next thing, you know you're progressing. So I guess just developing a relationship that is solid enough with the people I work with to understand how to make them enjoy their training, because that's on me.
Of course,
they can bring a certain element, and I think you have super positive people, but a lot of the time there are people that really don't enjoy training and do really not want to be there. So it's about kind of developing a close-knit relationship with those people so that I can understand.
That's very cool.
What helps them.
Awesome.
So we've been lucky enough to enjoy the Tammi magic. So we've been in the same space and place with you and been coached by you. How do you get that magic that we love and everyone responds to? How do you get that magic with your online clients? You've got this online coaching business. There are a lot of people out there who need that Tammi magic. How do you send it down the wire?
How do I get it out?
Get them excited. Remotely.
How do I share it? Broadcast it all up. Honestly, that was one of the hardest things for me.
Absolutely,
Initially, like, I knew that I had a passion for programming, and I love doing it, and I love watching people progress. And I think the reason I really like coaching is because I enjoy other people's successes more than my own. So I'm like, that's so awesome. For example, we have one of our members in the classes. He is super diligent. He comes, I swear, to every single weightlifting class we have, but just for some reason I call people sponges, and I'm like, you are just like a very porous sponge right now. Everything is just still putting info in, but it's just not getting like taken in, you know what I mean? And the other day he had his like epiphany, his aha moment of fixing a certain element of his lift.
Wow, very cool.
Honestly, the joy that I felt from that was beyond anything. So anyway, trying to take that back to your question, I really enjoy people's success, and the hardest thing for me as programming online is like, I do see people doing well, but I don't get to share that with them as much, so that's been pretty hard. But as time has progressed, I guess, with the business, I get to be a little bit more selective of who I allow to come on.
That's cool.
Not to say that I'm like turning down people left, right, and center, but I definitely believe in having a circle of people that I want to work with, because A, I'm going to be super passionate to want to drive them in the right direction, and B, they're going to trust me. It's a two-way street. So I essentially pretty much only work with people who are on the same page, and
that's cool.
We're going to work together. Otherwise, it's going to be me just giving more, or them giving more. You know, you need to find someone you click with and balance with, and people understand that. Like, you can let people know that things aren't working, or they are, and they'll be honest enough to be like, okay,
it's part of the commitment process, isn't it? When they want you as a coach, they've got to make that commitment.
It's a huge investment from either side, and I understand that. So to get that same sort of ray that you guys ideally feel. I work with people that I definitely believe in and know, trust the process and trust what I'm doing for them.
Awesome.
And as you said, then you enjoy it more, right?
Oh,
Not only
100%.
Oh God, it must be
is-
frustrating if you don't.
Yeah, like I literally sit on my computer, I'll be like talking to Anne, I'm like, you have no idea what just happened. I'm like, this person finally got a muscle up, or I've got like people coming back from injuries or whatever it might be, but like they couldn't do a pull-up and now they can do one. Like all these little things, like the small wins, it doesn't even have to be a massive win. It's just like, hey, this person is got really bad depression and my workout today was the highlight of their day. I'm stoked. You know, like something like that. So
adding value, helping people, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just an amazing
That's the goal.
feeling.
It is. It's a nice feeling.
It is.
Very cool. So Tammi, thank you so much. So guys, great interview with Tammi here, expert in CrossFit, life, happiness,
Life, happiness,
global
love.
traveling, love, and all sorts of things.
Learning about love.
Little steps at a time.
Some amazing tips. So, what we heard there was lots about surrounding yourself with positivity and a great network as you go on your journey.
Yeah.
Making sure that you're clicking with people so that when you're working with a coach, you've got the right balance, you've got the right fit, you can be happy, your coach can be happy. Understanding the benefit that Tammi gets from her morning routines or evening routines and daytime routine, having everything planned and prepared, and just how she's so passionate about adding value and helping everybody that she comes into contact with, which is why we love her to bits. And she just has an amazing energy and a gorgeous spirit, and we wish you every success in Hong Kong with Anne.
I'm excited.
Thank you, Tammi.